Hi, Joe Strout here with Miniscript and Minimicro. It's been a little while since I've put up a video. Since last time, we had the second quarter Minimicro Game Jam for 2021. And the winning submission was this game called Spread by itch.io users Shellwriter and Krawiu. Not sure how you're supposed to say that. Anyway, this is a great little game. You can play it right in the browser if you like, but it's kind of slow in the browser compared to running as a native desktop app. And the developer, Shellwriter, kindly posted his code on GitLab. So I thought today a fun thing to do for the video would be to show how to download a Minimicro project from something like GitLab or GitHub, open it up and play around with it on your own computer. So let's do that. This is the GitLab project. And we'll just go to the download link and say download source code as a zip file. And I'll be doing this on a Mac, obviously, but on Windows or Linux it would be similar. Okay, there it is. And I'm going to double click this to unzip it. And now here's the contents of that GitLab project. There's a license, a README file, and then the Minimicro folder, which is the Minimicro disk that you would actually want to mount to open this project. So let's do that next. I'm going to fire up Minimicro. Click on this top disk slot and say Mount Folder. And then what folder do I want to mount? Minimicro folder. Now if I do a dir command for directory, you can see I'm looking at the contents of that folder. Let's compare this to what we see in the Finder. I can't easily arrange this. How about this? There we go. So you can see these are the same files now loaded in Minimicro. And I could poke around a bit. I could, for example, do cd pixel art, do a directory, and then use the view command to view any of these files. Well, not the ASprite files. Those are the source files. They're not ordinary images, but anything that ends in .png, like arrow.png, I can view that. Looks like he's got a custom mouse pointer. Looks like that, and so on. We'll go back up a level. And now let's go down into the sound directory, because that sounds like fun too. And he's got a couple of sounds in here. We can use the same view command to listen to those things. Let's see, there's an OGG file here. That's a music file. That's pretty long, so instead of retyping it, I'm going to select, copy and paste. Oh, view did not work for that. Interesting. But it does work for the WAV file. Okay, and that's how you would stop sounds. Sound.stop all. That really should work for an OGG file, and that might be something that I need to fix in Minimicro itself. Fortunately, Minimicro is not yet out at version 1.0 yet. It's oh so close, but I'm holding off on the 1.0 release to fix little things like this. I should really make the view command work for OGG files as well. But at any rate, enough of that. Let's actually run the program and see what it does. CD by itself goes back to the top level. And you'll notice there's a startup.ms file here. Startup.ms is a special program that's run automatically when the machine is booted. So that's how when you go to the website, or go to the game on the web, it'll automatically start the game when it starts the machine. In fact, now that I've mounted this disk, I could just quit Minimicro, relaunch it, and it'll automatically run whatever's in that startup.ms. Or I could have said load startup.ms and then run, and it would do the same thing. So now we're running the game. I'm just going to do a little playthrough here because it's a really innovative game and it's kind of interesting. The instruction said, click on the pink tentacle, and then on the organism to place it. So this is essentially a growth game. We have this weird alien organism that gains energy from these red areas. And actually, the map is randomly generated, and I've played this game a few times, and I don't think this is a very good map for demonstration purposes, because the only energy cell is way up here in the corner. I'm never going to get to that. So I'm going to cheat a little bit. I'm going to hit Control-C. That breaks the program. I typed reset and clear, and now I'm going to do a dir, load startup. I don't actually need a .ms, and run. This is the load run sequence I was mentioning before. Oh, that's interesting. A little bit of stuff left over from before. Oh, but then it cleared off once the game got going. Okay, so this is a little better. We have some energy here. I'm just going to try one more time. Ooh, I like this one. Look, we got some energy right next to where we begin. So if I plant energy collectors, which are these pink tentacle things, somewhere near where there's energy on the map, it should grow much faster. And you can see it's showing the predicted energy gain as I get closer to that thing. It gets higher and higher. Over here, it's a little bit lower. So it's not a huge difference, but still, that's where we'd want to place our first energy collector. And then, because that cost 1,000 energy, my energy is now negative. I've got to wait until it gets positive again before anything will start growing. Okay, we're growing again. And I could place another energy collector. And I think I pretty much should. I think the basic strategy here is to grow as fast as you can by increasing your energy collectors until you start to hit your size limit. And then I'll have to place one of these guys that increases the max size. So let's continue. You can see it automatically goes down. That's when the organism grows. But the more your energy gain is per second, the faster it's going to grow. So that's a good thing. I think I'm going to put down another tentacle or two before I worry about adding one of these things that increases the max size. Okay, so this costs 3,000 energy. That's going to knock me out for a long time. So I'm not going to do that until I'm hitting the maximum size. Cardio chamber, it says. Place cardio chamber to increase max size. Alright. Well, I guess since it's telling me to. So I've placed my cardio chamber, really knocked my energy into the negative range. Now I've got to wait a bit. The good news is that my organism has actually reached this area with the energy source. I think that's a good thing. I think it should be growing faster, or maybe it only matters where I place the tentacles. I should get more tentacles over here by this thing. It's definitely getting faster. I have to wait less after each time I place one of these because the energy is growing so fast now. And that's the basic game loop. I have to keep growing my organism bigger and bigger, and whenever it reaches its max size, of course I have to place down another cardio chamber. And I'm trying to get it up to a size of at least 1,500 and 10,000 energy, and then I can place this thing, which is the ultimate goal. And keep in mind, this is a game jam game. These guys had only a couple of weeks to do it, and neither of them had ever made a mini micro game before. So it's an innovative concept and pretty impressive implementation. While I'm yakking, I'm going to go ahead and grow this. Look how fast that grew when I placed that. That was really neat. Because I had so much energy stored up, I guess. By this point, I've got so much energy generation that when I add another one of these tentacles, I only have to wait a few seconds before I can add another one, which is kind of nice. I'm trying to make sure I leave myself space within the organism for these big cardio chambers, because I think I'll be in trouble if I run out of room and can't place any more of those. There's this tool here that lets me remove obstructions. I'm going to try that, because this obstruction here is kind of right in the way of where my organism is trying to grow. Oh, but I have to get up to... No, I can do it anytime. I'll just go negative in energy, I bet. Nope, that's not working for me. Could be I don't know how to use it. Yeah, maybe I just don't understand how to use that. It's a very interesting game. Oh look! It just removed a bunch of obstructions around the organism. That was totally worth it. Cool. Now I've got lots of space. I'm going to put more tentacles down here. I just have to make sure I have room for my cardio chambers. Uh-oh. I may be in trouble. I've reached my max size, and I can't find any place to fit in another cardio chamber. I don't think there's... Wait, what do these do? Removes energy and size organs. Oh yeah. Alright, so I just need to remove some of these guys. Then I bet I can fit it in. Nice. So the devs thought about that. Oh, that's great. Let's put more of these energy organs out on the long skinny bits where I couldn't fit anything else. And then we'll just use this tool to make space in the middle. Oh, here's a tool I haven't used. Place guide to grow on the map. What if I place one of these right in the middle-ish, and see if we can get it to fill in that hole. Oh yeah, it extended a little pseudopod in that direction anyway. I'm not sure how much that helped really, but it's alright. Oh, I'm out of energy. Alright. Maybe I'll be able to fit another one here. Nope, not quite. Okay, my max size now is 1550. And to build this thing, I need a minimum size of 1500, so I'm almost there. And I need 10,000 energy. So let's increase our energy production a bit. Alright, now let's just wait. Energy should go up pretty fast. My size is approaching 1500. Oh, my max size is actually 1650. I have one more of those cardio chambers than I really need, but that's fine. Let's just let it grow. Although, you know what? Let's see what happens if I remove one. It stops my growth, but it didn't shrink me down. That's kind of cool. Okay, so as soon as my energy gets to 10,000, then I can build the ultimate goal. I'll put it up here. I won. It took 15 minutes and 47 seconds to launch a new colony. I'm going to hit Control-C and type sound stop all, because that music does get a little repetitive. But what a cool game. Really interesting concept. The theme of the jam was growth, and I think these guys really embraced that. and came up with a concept that wasn't something they already had in mind, something they were already working on. They really just started from the theme and saw where it led them. So I think that's really neat. You can type clear at this point to clear the screen, get back to the prompt, start poking around, or of course, you can just go to the files in the Finder or the Explorer and open any of these up in your favorite text editor. Now, the author did caution me, oh, that's not a very interesting one. Let's pick a different one. How about growthnode.ms? Oh, there it is. Fairly simple. I can see that they like to divide their code into lots of small files, which makes it nice and easy to follow and understand. There's some bigger ones. Growth Node Manager looks like this. Anyway, I did talk to the author, Shellwriter, and he cautioned me that this is very much game jam code. Probably not good code to learn from because it was written in a hurry, and it was their first time ever with Mini Micro. But that's okay. I still think that probably you could pick up a thing or two from looking through this code and thinking about how you might do it if you address the same problems. Or you can just run the code and have fun seeing how quickly you can launch a new colony. Anyway, that's our video for today. I hope this was fun. It was trying something a little bit different. I'll be getting back soon to the usual coffee break coding videos with little 5 to 10 minute coding demonstrations. And I hope that later this month, I'll also have some tweet codes to show. These are little programs so short that they can fit into a single Twitter message. That'll be fun too. Till then, happy coding!